Now, you know that Drake album, if you're reading this, it's too late. If you're seeing this video, it might be too late. About time I'm recording this, TVPS has about another day in the store. Obviously, it's going out. The big controversy, as always, is do I sell my team? I'm going to show you proof in this video why selling your team was beneficial when I advised you last week on stream, because cars has already dropped in price. I tweeted it out yesterday. PS2 went down, was over 700K in the weekend, now down to like 499. So that's a big thing. And I'll show another screenshots in my video about these cards. So let's get into it here. Let's talk about this.
Hey, ain't we been through it all? Then we sleep on them floors. Everybody we thought we needed, we don't need them no more. Run it up, don't check the score. No,
first and foremost, TVPs coming out of the market. Now, I know a lot of you guys claim to get burned last time TVPs came out of the market, but you would only got burned if you didn't listen, right? So TVPs have 1 day left. If you would have sold TVPs, sold out of TV when they had 4 days left, when cars were at their highest, then obviously you would have a different conversation. Now on the screen right now, I'm going to show a couple of screenshots. You should see me selling Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce, Brian Dawkins. I'll come back and show a Kazir White. You'll see a bunch of cards selling what I did this past weekend when I said I was going to sell them. Now, as we come back to the main screen here and we actually look at their price currently. So Travis Kelce is the big one. Obviously the release of Kyle Pitts really tanked this price. So, but as you've seen in that screenshot, Travis Kelce sold for me for 700K just on Saturday, right? So if we actually look at Travis Kelce's price right now, 530K. So that was 160K savings. You also would have seen Jason Kelce sell. Now he's down to 619.15. It's a bit of an outlier. We may have to look. I don't know if we can look at recent sales or whatnot, but as well, I sold Jason Kelce for around 700K, 690K to be exact. So he's down. Also in that screenshot, you've seen Hassan Reddick. Obviously, as you can see, I had an Eagles theme team. My thought was there's going to be team of the year is dropping. Hassan Reddick 370, so I saved 80K there. My thought is March 9th is Doomsday. What's March 9th? That's the day team of the year drops. Now you're asking yourself, Truth, why is March 9th Doomsday? Because team of the year drops, we are going to get 20 to 25 brand new 98 overalls. What do you think is going to happen to the market? Now, obviously we got the content schedule. I'll put it up, maybe up on the screenshot right now. We've all seen it. About time you guys seeing this, you probably seen Combine 2 or Combine 1 has been previewed. The big thing on Thursday that we're getting is Reduxes. Now, if you guys remember, previously when 95 Reduxes came out, everyone is scared what happened with 95 Reduxes is going to happen with current Reduxes. Whereas EA releases Reduxes, they take TVPs out, and they come back at a higher rate. That potentially can happen. Absolutely can happen. But this is what you have to understand. If we go back into the store and look at TVPs, it's currently 12K. If the TVPs were to return, it will return at 15K. Which means right now the market hovers around 2.73. That means the market would have to hover around 2.3, 2.5. Now, you might think to yourself, that's not big of a difference, right? But if we actually look at, let's say a 93 overall, the quick sales for 33K, a 93 at 3 is 99K, right? But the same thing, a 93 at 2.5 is 82K. Let me make sure you guys see that. Let me get that right there. It's 82K. So that's a 17K difference, right? If you, that's 17K you're making if you sold, let's say, a 93 for 100K and you bought it back at 80 something, right? Obviously after taxes like 10K. So you can make your coins back. You absolutely can. So this fictitious thing to saying selling your team is not the wave. Now, I'll be honest, selling your team now with 1 day left, probably not a move, right? So when TVPs do return and you're thinking about selling your team, always sell before it's about to go. The problem with a lot of people come around with, excuse me, I wanted to go into my team and show you guys I sold everything. The problem people come around, they'll wait till the last minute with TVPs, sell their team, but by that time, the market's already adjusting to the TVPs potentially leaving the store. You need to sell it while it's still high. But you see my team, it's basically all NCATs and LTDs at this moment. So we look at Jordan Mailata, NCAT, LTD, NCAT, NCAT, LTD, I mean NCAT, NCAT, LTD, in cash. So that's basically my whole team. So all my big pieces I sold off, and we did not touch whatsoever all the LTDs, because LTDs, when TVPs go away, goes up. Why do they go up? People sell off their team, and instead of being patient and waiting, they buy them back right away. So supply gets sucked up real quick. So like Junior Seau, Russ Grimm, I expect those to get sucked up real quick, and then they rise over the weekend. And then this is the most important thing when buying back your team. Buy back your respective team when the promo that the player relates to comes out. So for example, if you want an Ultimate Legend, you buy Ultimate Legends on Saturday. If you want an AKA player, you buy AKA players on Monday. If you want a weekly wildcard player, you buy weekly wildcards on Wednesday. You get it? You got it? Good. So this is how you minimize your mistakes in terms of buying back your team. Like I said, history repeats itself. Madden is actually a really simple game when you actually understand it and learn it. They're a cycle, how they do things. This will be the 4th time TVP would have came into the store and went out. Every single time the market has dropped, and I've sold my team every single time and made millions. If you follow me on stream, which I highly suggest you do, twitch.tv/therealdatruthyadig, you would know I always sell my team before the big time YouTubers say to sell your team, and then everyone panics, start to sell your team. You always sell your team before the panic, right? Because selling your team before the panic gives you the best value for your team. So that's what you should do. But like I said, I'm selling. My team has been sold. All my big high-end pieces, like 97 overalls, we're going to get 98s. I truly do believe it's going to affect the market. There's no way you can have an influx of that many high overall cards, even if they're trash, and not affect the market. But obviously the big, I guess, elephant in the room is the TVPs, right? If they're going to return, because obviously if they return, that puts a wrench into everything. If they don't return, it's freaking chaos, right? But let's say they return again for 28 days. The thing is, it's still going to return at a lesser value than it is now in terms of your team. I already just proved that with the 33, the 93 overall thing. So look, do with this information what you wish. Like I said, I sold my team. If you're seeing this, it might be too late. Maybe next time I get a video out even sooner. But I do talk about the stuff a lot in stream about selling your team and when you should do it. Because timing is everything in Madden. In terms of timing of selling, times of buying, timing is essential in Madden and making sure you're doing it the right way. So I appreciate you boys. I'm signing out. Maha salute. Deuces.